y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. So a couple days ago, I posted in the Facebook group and my personal profile, just basically some automations that I was tinkering around with this weekend. And I decided after I created this, I was like, this is super, super cool. I wonder how many people would love to know how to do this. So I am showing you the post here. You can see 20 people in our group commented that they would love to see how to do this. And also on my personal profile, you can see that 79 people had commented and said that they would love to see this. Okay, so you can see from the description what I want to show you how to do. If this is not your first time joining our live training, I am live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And so I have been doing this for more than 4 years. I think I'm on 5 years now at this point. But what I like to do, since I am an addict when it comes to automation, is I want to always be streamlining my processes as much as possible. Now, when you start to add team members into your business processes, it does get a little bit complicated at first because you have all of these systems that you need to create. Okay, so what I want to show you how to do is, if you guys are using ClickUp, ClickUp is a project management software. You can actually create a free account. The free account is actually super amazing. If you want to use my affiliate link, I'd appreciate it. It's myvisionagency.com/ClickUp. Go there, create a free account. Even if you don't invite team members to your account, it's really a great way of kind of keeping track of everything. Now, you can do some types of project management inside of High Level, but ClickUp is made for project management. High Level is a CRM and a marketing software, right? So it's not necessarily for project management, even though we do have project management features. If you're using if you're using team members or whatever, you may want to consider ClickUp if you need some more advanced automation. So what I'm going to show you how to do is go live to YouTube, X, which used to be Twitter, Facebook group, your Facebook profile, and LinkedIn at once. Okay, so what I'm going to use to do that is Restream. Now, you guys know I've talked about Restream a lot. I've done lots of training. I'm not going to go through a training on Restream because it's fairly simple to set up, but also I have training that I just did a couple months ago here. So if you go to my YouTube channel, just search Bridget Bartlett and go to the little hourglass there and search Restream. You'll see this video and I go more into depth. It's really hard because I'm using it live. It's hard to do a training and show you live. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to create that event there. Okay. Now, when you create that event, you're going to choose which platforms you want that event to go live to. So it's pretty self-explanatory. That video will explain. Now, the next thing that we want to happen, okay, and in my own personal workflow, what I like to do with my YouTube videos is I want to create a post in YouTube community. And then I also want to create a blog post from that YouTube video. Now, I need to be reminded of that. That needs to be like in my daily workflow. And I want to do that for every video on my YouTube channel. And so I would love to just automatically create a list in ClickUp and then add a task to that list to create a blog post and then another task to create a post in that YouTube community. That way, when I go live, after my video, I have these specific tasks that I know, or maybe I've uploaded a video and I still have these specific tasks that I want to create to help promote that video. Now, the next step is I need to create a subtask for a team member to update the SEO of that video. Okay. Now, keep in mind, your workflows are probably going to be different. But the point is I just wanted to kind of show you a real life use case of how you could utilize some of these automations and get you start thinking of how you can set all this up. And it takes a little bit of time to figure it all out and get it set up and all of that and kind of fine tune your workflows. But once you get this set up, it's really going to save you so much time in the future. Okay. So what we're going to do is create a subtask for a team member to update the SEO of that video. That's going to be someone that, you have on Fiverr or a team member that you have. We're going to also automatically post to the Facebook page because anytime we go live, we want to promote our videos, right? So we're also going to update the event calendar in the video with the video title, description, and link. So if you have an event calendar, especially if you're like me and you go live 5 days a week, you want to share that when you're going live, and also when you go live, what are you talking about and how can people join you? And that way you can share that event calendar and they have access to all of your past events, but also future events. Automatically send an email to my list when they join us live. Okay, so I have talked about this as well. This is going to be triggered from a YouTube RSS feed. Now, if I was going to show you in depth all of these different features, it would literally take me 2 weeks because I would need to kind of show you how to use Restream and connect all these. And then also I'd have to give you an overview of ClickUp. And in reality, none of that matters because this is really just the process that you want to be aware of and how you can start utilizing this functionality. Okay. So automatically sending a email to the YouTube list, and then also automatically sending a newsletter every Saturday to the list with all the videos of the week. Okay. All of this happens when I go live with Restream. Okay. Or if I upload a video to YouTube, it's all going to start with YouTube. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Zapier. If you're unfamiliar with Zapier, is basically a way that it's kind of a middleman that will allow two different softwares or multiple different softwares to talk to one another. Okay. So if you are getting into marketing and automation, Zapier, Pabbly, Make, those are all going to be your best friends because they all kind of function in the same way. All right. So no matter which one that you're using, I like Zapier. I used to use Pabbly. I had some bad experiences with some automation. And I was like, okay, I learned my lesson, going back to the number one Zapier. Okay, so if you're wondering, I thought you used to use Pabbly. I use Zapier now. Okay, so new video in the YouTube channel. So this is my trigger. And when you're thinking about your automations, think about what is the first thing that I need to do that needs to be manual. Okay. Now I need to have like a video title. I need to have my description. What am I going to talk about? That needs to come from my brain. Really. I could have like, a whole strategy and a whole like content calendar if I want to, but really all of this needs to take place. These automations are going to be after the YouTube video. So whatever my automations are before, I could totally do that. Or maybe if I have just manual processes, I can set that up. But this automation is going to be triggered once that YouTube video is uploaded to the channel. Okay, so keep that in mind. The trigger is going to be really probably the most challenging part to kind of figure out what is a good trigger. But also, that's going to be really the important part because you want to make sure that any manual intervention is based around your triggers, right? So if I had a workflow that maybe used AI to come up with all of the things that I needed for my YouTube video or by notifying team members, however that took place, it would all happen it would all happen before the YouTube video. Okay. So this is what's going to happen after the YouTube video. All right. So you'll see here that this is the very first step in my automation. So this whole automation is going to take place when I upload a new video to YouTube. Now, I will say the downfall of this automation, because I'm totally transparent with you guys, I tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. The downfall of this automation is that it also includes YouTube Shorts. Okay. So if you guys know of a way to like filter that out where I can only use the long form videos or live videos, that would be really helpful because I don't really want to send an email and all of that when I'm just uploading a short. But as of right now, this is just all videos in your YouTube channel. Okay. Now, you may not be like me and you want everyone to get an email when they, check out your shorts or whatever. But just in my case, I don't want to. And so that's something that I'm trying to work around here. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to create this first step here. And then I just want to pull in all the information. And again, I apologize. I can't show you every single step of the automation because there are some private, things in here that I don't really want to share live. And it's really hard when you're live to kind of cover up a lot of things. Okay. So, but you get the functionality. If you understand Zapier, you're going to understand this process. Okay. So if you're completely lost, you're probably not ready for Zapier yet. But if you do, are interested in learning, there's tons of YouTube videos about Zapier. Okay, so having said all of that, the very first step is going to be when we upload a new YouTube video to our channel. Okay. Now, create the list in ClickUp. So you're just going to add the plus sign and you're going to click there and you're going to choose from all of the apps available. And so I'm going to choose ClickUp because that's the next thing that I want to happen. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I am going to ClickUp and I'm going to create a list. Now, if you go to ClickUp, you'll understand the way that kind of the hierarchy, and let me, let's do ClickUp. Hierarchy. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if I look up the ClickUp hierarchy, okay, so you can see here the way that ClickUp is designed is you have your workspace. Okay, so I actually have a business workspace and a personal workspace. Then within those spaces, you have spaces, okay, or within those workspaces, you have individual spaces, all right, and then within the spaces, you have lists, and then within the lists, you have folders, all right. Now, again, this is why this could be, couple week long training series to really explain to you all in ClickUp. And that's not really the point of this training. The point is just to help you understand the flow. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to create a list inside of ClickUp. So I'm creating a list. It's going to be in the space that is MVA. That's my business one. And I actually have a folder called YouTube videos. So what I want when it creates the list is I want it to actually call it this. Okay. So you can see that I have text here. And I have like this tag, okay, this like auto-populated tag. And if you're familiar with Zapier, you understand this. But what I want to do is I want to kind of tag it YT video. That way I know no matter where this is, if I'm looking on my main dashboard, I know that YT video is the prefix of this create a list and ClickUp. It's my YouTube. Okay, so I know where everything is, all right? So what I want to do is when I'm creating that list, I also want to add the description of that specific video. I don't just want standard text. And then I also want the link to that YouTube video. And then I want it due on the day that it's published. Okay, so if we're looking at that on the back end here, you'll see I have YouTube. So there's my list. Okay, and you can see that I've already uploaded a few videos. So we have automate your live streams. So when I went live or when I created that event, it automatically created this task and then it created this this item here for me to do. And you see create a blog post and high levels, my instructions. I have the link to that specific place in the dashboard. And then you can see that the description of the video is all here and the link to the video and when I uploaded it. Okay. So all of that information is now here. So if I had a team member that was creating the blog post for me, the team member, I could attach or assign that to the team member and they would automatically get notified. So now I'm just going live, right? I am just responsible for creating my live training. And then what I want is all of my team to do the backup stuff for me, right? So that would be the purpose of ClickUp and creating this type of a process. And then of course, I also have posts to YouTube, and then I have same thing, right? So I have the link to the YouTube video and then the description of that video, all right? So as I go through here, I can just mark it as complete and move on. So this is going to happen every single time I upload a new video. All right. So then the next step here is that step that I just showed you, create a blog post. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the My Vision Agency workspace. It's going to be in the space called MVA, which is what I called my workspace, in the folder YouTube videos. And this time what I'm going to do, since I created a list up here, I want to make sure to tell Zapier that I want that exact list. So what I need to do is pull in information. And again, if you understand Zapier, you get this, but I need to pull in the info from here to make sure that I'm adding it to that same list. I don't want it to just be like a generic list for all blog posts. I want this to be this specific list for this video. Okay. So the same thing here. I want to do that for the create a post for the YouTube community. I want to make sure that I'm using that exact list ID when I am adding this content here, because I want it to be a part of that same task or that same list. So you can see that we have this list here, and then these are both tasks within that list. Okay. Now, the next thing here is the new YouTube video added to SEO task. Okay. So what I want to do with this one is once a week, I want to send a list to my team member who takes care of the SEO for my YouTube videos. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to add them to the space in VA. The folder, I didn't choose a folder this time because I don't really need it to be in a folder. And then also the list, this is a different list. So it's the weekly list. We have a parent task called YouTube Videos SEO. And then it's going to create a task in that list here with the YT SEO. That's my beginning prefix that I wanted it to be called. And then we're just going to add the title of the video in the task and then also the description. So if we go back here now and we go to the weekly, you'll see here YouTube Videos SEO. And you'll see that every time I have added a new YouTube video, it's added a new task here. So if I go now to today's, you'll see that we have the link there. Okay, so now all my team member needs to do, I just assign them to this, and then my team member can just see all the links, and then I don't have to do anything, right? Because my team is taking care of all of that. That, again, that's the point of ClickUp. It's really good if you have a team. All right, so the next thing here is create a subtask in ClickUp. Okay, so that's what I was talking about before. We're creating tasks, but here, what I want to do is actually create a subtask because this is going to go to a different team member and they are going to create and update my YouTube video thumbnails. Okay, so what we want to do is inside of a specific daily task, or the list that's called daily, I have a parent task called YouTube video thumbnails. And then within that parent task, I have a task name with this YouTube video. So let's go and let's look at what that looks like here. So we have daily, and then we have YouTube video thumbnails, and then we have subtasks, and you'll see that's where all of those videos are ending up there. Okay, so again, if I had a thumbnail person to do all of my thumbnails, they could see all of the videos that need to be added and then mark them as complete. And then everyone on the team knows that this video, the SEO has been done, the thumbnail has been done, and marked as complete. Okay, so super, super cool to have. All right. Now, the next thing, anytime you are creating, a YouTube video, you want to post it everywhere. Okay. So what I like to do, since I am actually live streaming to my Facebook group and my personal profile, what I like to do with my business page, since it gets horrible organic traffic anyway, I like to promote my YouTube channel. Okay. So what I wanted to do is add an additional step. And this time, instead of ClickUp, I'm connecting to Facebook. Okay, so I'm going to create a post in Facebook, and you can see I'm just connecting my page here. It's really simple. I choose the page, and then I'm going to choose the content here. So I'm going to title this new post, new live training, and then I'm just going to pull in the title from the YouTube video and the description. And then I'm also going to add the link to the YouTube video so that when someone goes to my page, and let's go over there now, you'll see the post here. Okay. You'll see the YouTube post. So that's the one, automate your live stream. So that's what it looks like there on my Facebook page. And then of course you can click there and it goes right to YouTube. Okay. So super, super cool. And again, I'm not doing anything, right? All I'm doing is like the part where I would have to either notify myself to create a blog post or the YouTube. What would happen is my team would be doing all that. I'm just going live, right? So we have this being posted to Facebook. I don't need to pay a team member or have them do this. Every single time I upload a new YouTube video, I'm just going to create that automation. That way no one has to worry about it. Now, the next thing here is I want to add this to my calendar. So if you have an events calendar and you want to update it every single time you go live on YouTube, then you can actually just add a step here for your Google Calendar. So you can see that I added to my event calendar here. I am adding an event. So it says create detailed event in Google Calendar. So every single time I upload a new video, it's going to do that. And then also we're going to add a description here. So the title of that is going to be the title of the video. We're also in the description going to add the title of the video, the YouTube URL, and the description that was in the video, the location, which is YouTube. And then also we can choose the start time, which since I go live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, that's what I want it to post. Okay. Now, we can also choose all day. We can choose a color if we want to for the event inside of our calendar and the visibility and reminders and all of that. Okay. So that's literally the entire process of your of the workflow. Now, the part with the emails, okay, we are using the RSS feed that we have the ability to use inside of High Level. And again, it's a little bit of a training. So go to my YouTube channel and look for RSS, or actually, I think it's, yeah, auto post RSS feeds to social media. So you could use that RSS feed if you want to auto post using the High Level social media scheduler to auto post anytime you have a new thing in your RSS feed. And then also check out this video here, automatically send an email when you add a new YouTube video. And that will explain to you how you can set that up with the RSS feeds. Because what the RSS feed is going to do is it's going to pull in every single time you have created a new event in that feed. It's going to pull that in, and then you can tell your system when to send it or post it to your social media. So that is the other part that could be completely automated. Okay, so that's basically the tail end of that process. Now remember, everything that I just showed you, all of these things, including the RSS feed that's automatically going to your emails if you set it up to do that, this is all automated. All you're doing is every day going to Restream, or once a week, whatever you want to do. Every day you go to Restream, you create your event, you go live, and then all of this takes place after. Okay. Super, super cool process. I hope you guys, your brains are thinking, oh my gosh, I need to be automating so many of these processes. And if you take the time to learn Zapier, it's one of those things that it's going to be worth the time investment, because you're going to recoup all of that and then some by these processes being automated. Okay. So thank you all so much for joining me. If you want to join our program and learn more about how you can actually create time with automation, go to myvisionagency.com, and I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.